Welcome everybody, and we are on the eve of the first practice day. Okay, this is where we're at on the calendar. 4 days left until we hit day one of this tournament. This is the season opener for the Major League Fishing's Tacklewarehouse Pro Circuit. The event, of course, is on Sam Rayburn. So, today was off limits, as it has been for a while. So, what do I do on a day like this? Well, today was all about getting my rods set up the way I wanted. So I spent a lot of time setting up the rods. I didn't set up all of them though. I left probably a third of the rods. Just didn't even really touch them. Just left them because as I scout and observe things out on the lake tomorrow, then I might have an idea of how I want to set those rods up. So got some certain rods set up, but left a bunch untouched yet. So that's that. Make sure, then I also made sure I got the right baits in the boat and so on and so forth, that sort of thing. And that took quite a bit of time. The other thing I had to do today was shut that heater down. I had to do some promotional work for Bridgeford Foods. They're my main sponsor, and what that involves is involving three of their stores where they sell their product up in Lufkin today. So, for example, Walmart sells a lot of Bridgeford products, so I visited Walmart, and then there's a grocery store chain called Brookshire Brothers down here, so we visited two of those stores. And one of my teammates is here for the tournament, so him and I were tag teaming those stores. That Matt Stefan would be the other teammate. So that took some time. And I got my running in today. That was the first thing I did today. I'm like, you know what? I want to just get this running done and over with so I don't have to worry about trying to squeeze it in later. So that was the first thing I did today, and nearly got it. I don't know what to say about this, but it always seems like every so often I'm running in these places I'm not familiar with. It's like dogs are always a freaking problem, running you down, chasing you down. You don't know if they're going to attack you or what, but I was running along, and all of a sudden I hear this dog barking up by this house. I'm like, okay, what's this dog going to do? And sure, not only is it a dog, but it starts running out towards the street, and I'm like, oh, great, this is a pit bull. It's like, right, they don't have the greatest reputation. I know everybody that owns one that's the sweetest dog in the world, but they don't have a very good reputation. And this thing's running out after me, and I mean, I'm pretty much defenseless. It's like, all I can really do, if the thing attacks me, it's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just fight. Probably just try to grab a leg and break it or something. But fortunately, it was all bark and no bite. So, dodged another one. But I still had to run past that house to get back to the campground. So, and of course, the dog ran out after me again. This time, the owner actually stuck their head out the window, or stuck their head out the door of their home and called the dog back. And much to the credit of the dog and the owner, really, because apparently this dog listens to the owner, which means the owner had spent some time working with this dog and training it properly. But as soon as that owner called the dog did run back to its owner. So I appreciate that dog owner. Just wish he would have done that the first time. So anyhow, gosh, what else did I do today? Really, that's about it. But so I do have, being that tomorrow is the first day in the water for practice, after doing all the research I've done and so forth, and taking into account the weather forecasts, I really believe there's going to be some fish that are schooled out in a little deeper water, that it would be really, really to my best interest to find some of these schools, and that way you can, get a couple, 3 or 4 quick fish, right away in the day, and then, just by luck, you can find a couple more the rest of the day. So that's going to be my plan. I'm going to spend a lot of time tomorrow trying to find schools of fish, using my electronics to do so, side scan, down scan, you know, just give those Lowrance units a good workout tomorrow and see how that goes. And it just seems like that a lot of fish should be caught that way, because it's a big cold trend that's come through, and I just feel like that's going to just back up fish out of them shallows, just back them up a little bit. So that's what I'm anticipating. So I'm going to lean heavy on that deep pattern. And that's the thing, you want to have, what gets me into trouble when I'm practicing is not having purpose. If I just go out there willy-nilly and not really have a framework to which to operate in, I can just kind of get lost and not accomplish anything. So tomorrow's framework is to lean hard on the deep, searching deep, and just see where that leads to. Hopefully, and it can be, I mean, it can be exhaustive. I mean, you can go hours without seeing much on your electronics, and then it can be a lot of dead time in there. But anyways, that's the strategy for tomorrow's practice. I mean, I'm sure I'll be looking for grass as well up shallow, but I'm going to try not to fish that so much. If I do find it, I am going to more or less try to just stick with the deep spots and see where that can take me. That's all I got to say. Over.